What happens when Homer dislocates his jaw? He'll wear an immobilizer that will prevent him from speaking. His expression relaxes as he sits in the suicide chair in despair. Homer can't eat the food he can't eat, so he has to snort it through his nose. At Moe's Tavern, Homer drinks beer through a straw. Duff comes in and throws out a puzzle with a bonus. Homer finds the answer to the puzzle. Frantic hints to his friends, but no understanding. He breaks down and cries. Homer tries to kiss Maggie, but the pacifier was stuck on the retainer, and even though he flung it around continuously spinning in circles, Homer couldn't get it off. He had no choice but to give Maggie another pacifier. Homer's inability to speak taught him to listen, to match people's moods. He would listen to Lisa's complaints when she was upset and then comfort her. He would match Bart's thoughts as he assembled toys. He even became interested in the stories Abe told him. Marge wipes down his fixtures for the prom as they arrive at the ball. Homer's politeness got him a fortune. He saw the funny eyes of other. He only dared to snicker after they left. He even politely refused the food that was handed to him because of the last time he got in trouble. Homer refused the donkey's invitation to play a prank this time. The day came to remove the immobilizer. Homer's breath made the doctor take off his shoes to hide the smell. His mouth was finally free. Do you know how naughty Bart was as a kid? When Kirk high-fived Bart Jr. picked up a pin and stuck it in Kirk's hand, squeezed lemon juice on his hand, and rubbed salt in the wound. While Marge was doing an interview, Homer would find her with Bart Jr. in his arms. Little Bart kept moving in the basket. Little Bart would take the wheel while Homer fell asleep at the wheel. He'd take the wheel and drive the car to the boat.
Stop, Somali Pirate Island.
No!
He'd run down to the basket and be captivated by the pink bunny.
Bunny.
He tore down the barrier and made an improvised slingshot out of the exhibits. He took out his badge and fired it. He shoots it through the pink balloon bunny. The bunny turns into a piece of trash. The crowd was stunned. In the baby's room, the other kid slept. He was skateboarding.
I didn't do it.
He hit his head on a skateboard. Little Bart was kicked out of the mom and pop parlor.
Homer, seen you in a while. Which the donuts?
The donut owner boarded up the window. Mr. and Mrs. Homer went to the Godfather to solve the problem of Bart's misbehavior, and a spermatism with glasses and a saxophone was born.
The saxophone makes sense, but shut up, you!
Lisa was born. Bart pulled a needle and stuck it in Homer's hand. What happens when Bart practices witchcraft? He rides his bike to the wizard. The wizard gave Bart all the tools he needed. Bart goes to the penthouse and casts a spell. He puts a picture of Trutchy on the doll, recited the spell and dripped House's tears.
Send her home, they can come.
The next day Bart sat in the art room with his legs crossed. Trooch walks in and tells them she's pregnant. A couple who couldn't conceive found Bart. Bart takes them to the cabin. He said a spell to the puppet, and they got pregnant. People who can't conceive wait in line for Bart. Bart in the tent, dressed as a wizard, chants a spell over the dolls. Homer sees Bart in the tent, chokes him with all his might. Bart bags Homer to the bar. A gun was put to his and Homer's head. They were taken to the farm. When the door opened, Fat Tony appeared. Fat Tony told Bart to impregnate his horse. He kissed and petted his favorite horse. After introducing the two horses, he leaves the farm. Homer pulls the stallion up to the mare. The stallion runs away and hits the radio and dances. The mare runs out of the stall to the other horse. Homer adjusts the lights to create a mood for the two horses. He sets them up with romantic hearts. The horse kicks him down and enters the stall. He hung a wreath on the stall. The next day the gangsters took out a pregnancy test. The horse is pregnant and has a foal.